Hey everybody, and welcome back to The World Is Not Enough. If you remember from last time, we were captured and we're being taken to see Electra King. Luckily enough, we're actually headed to the same place they're holding M, so that's good. The level is called Fallen Angel. Essentially this level is to rescue M, and we need to basically deal with Electra. There's also something to do with bullion and a fingerprint. We'll deal with that later. And of course, do not eliminate your allies. Again, they feel the need to tell us that. In the surveillance we have Electra King, who we now know is responsible for Sir Robert King's death. Bullion, who has betrayed Zhukovsky. And lastly, Gabor. So it's been a while since we've seen him, but we're gonna have to take him out if we want to get to Electra. Let's get going.
I could have given you the world.
The world is not enough.
I'm looking for a submarine. It's big, black, and the driver is a very good friend of mine. Bring it to me.
Right, so that cutscene was kinda confusing. This thing that Bond was sitting in, well, this is actually some sort of torture device, which Electra is using on Bond for some reason. And in the movie, after shooting Zhukovsky, he uses a very cool concealed gun and pretends to shoot Bond in order to let him go. It's a little bit more coherent in the movie.
Zhukovsky really hated you.
Avenge the death of Nikolai.
And with that, Valentin Zhukovsky meets his end.
We tried to follow Electra, but she ran through a security door with a fingerprint-activated lock. You have to find a way to open it.
So this is the way Electra ran. Apparently one of Valentin's guards followed her, but did nothing about all the bad guys. That was some pretty good shooting, if I do say so myself. I had to do this whole thing with one clip of ammo. So here's the fingerprint door over here. As you can see, it won't let us through. Now right there on top of that ammo crate, we haven't picked up yet, that's a fingerprint scanner. So we need to go find Bullion and scan his fingerprint to let us through that locked door. We can actually see Bullion down there, but we're going to deal with him a little bit closer and more personal. This building we're on top of, we could go in the front door, but that's where they're expecting us to go through. So the better plan is to actually come down here on the roof and drop through a little hole over here. And there Bullion is. I'm not sure exactly what he's doing down here. Guarding the boats, I guess. But now that he's dead, we can scan his fingerprint and head back towards that door. That fire barrel down there, that big explodey one, was another one of those special barrels that has the fire trails. That was a poorly timed reload. And here's that front door I was mentioning earlier. I've never understood this guy. He's got a very unique death animation. This guy still hasn't moved, hasn't done anything to help us. Thanks a lot. But now we can get through this door. And there's Electra. So, oh dear. Friggin' gas room out of nowhere. The way to escape, of course, is using the grapple. It really can eat up your health, especially in the hardest difficulty. You want to get out of there quick. Now these stairs must be back down towards the gas room. And I really want to take out this guy, because he was just going to sit there and watch us die. I get surprised here. I don't know where these guys came from. I've never had these 4 guys spawn in here until this recording. Really confused me. And not only that, but once we enter this room, 2 more guys spawn out in the hallway. So this looks like where M might be being held.
Get me out of here, Bond.
And it is. But before we do that, there's a cool little thing over here. This clock is actually a very interesting detail from the movie. M asks for it from Electra so she can know the time.
It's time for you to die.
But M, being the smart woman that she is, actually uses the battery in the clock to power that locator card. And that's how we managed to find her. It's kind of a cool detail, and it takes a little while to notice.
Sorry, James. I can't let you take Em away from me before I've finished with her. Put your weapons down, now. Finish him.
And we get sort of a boss fight here. We need to fight Gabor with our bare hands. We do, however, have our watch, so we can use the stunner against him. And take his gun, although he just pulls out another. But he's pretty easily dealt with.
Hello, James. Put the gun away. You wouldn't kill me. You'd miss me.
So Electra has brought M to her bedroom for some reason. And you can actually fail this part right here. There's a timer before you fail, but it's something like 30 seconds. You got lots of time. And that's the end of the level. Bond is diving off the tower so we can go find that submarine. Anyway, that's that. M's safe. Next time we have to try and stop Renard. Oh yeah, and also rescue Christmas. Suppose she must be somewhere nearby. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching. See you guys next time. We're almost at the end.